give us an overview from your bench?
A physical game. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. Coming in, we felt like it was going to be a game that's decided in the paint, and the margins of winning that battle in the paint are narrow. But I think for us, it boiled down to one, not really being comfortable all night long and not really getting a rhythm. And then when we had opportunities, for example, we cut the lead and we get it down below double digits. And then we had some situations where we either gave up an offensive rebound, missed a free throw, missed a good shot, and then they were able to build that lead back to double digits. If we can make those plays, then even when they go on a run, it doesn't escalate quite the way it did, and we have a chance to really chip away so that they're at the end, instead of being a 4 to 6, 7, 8 point game, it's a 2, 3, 4 point game, and then everything becomes a little bit different at that point.
Let's open up for questions for the student athletes first, please.
Brandon Wiggins, Southland.org. Question for you, for both Joe and Kareem. They shot 68% in the first half. Was it a case of where their ability to shoot had you guys expending a little too much defense on the defensive side of things?
Joe?
No, our game plan coming in was to pack the paint. They did a good job all year on scoring in the paint, so our coaches knew that coming in. We just wanted to force shots over the top. They made their shots tonight in the first half. So,
Kareem?
Yeah, I mean, I got to give credit to New Orleans. They're a really solid team. They did a really good job at packing the paint the last two contests, and tonight they just were able to make shots in the first half that got them going and got their momentum swinging. So, but our game plan was to pack the paint and to force shots over the top of the defense, like Joe said. And unfortunately for us, we got the shorter end of the stick.
Was there a point in time where you felt that you guys got it back to within 4 with under a minute 30 to go? Was there a point in time you felt that if you get just that one more possession, that you could cut it even closer?
Kareem, you start.
With our team, we always have that no quit mentality. So whether we're down 10, 5 points, I mean, that's just a true testament to our team's character and this the mission that Coach instilled in us from the get-go is, we're always going to fight, we're always going to grind. And, I love playing with my teammates every single night. They come out with that intensity, that will to never back down, and that's what we did. And tonight, we knew that we had to get continuous stops in a row and rebound the ball because they're a really good rebounding team. So that's kind of what fueled us to get our run going in the second half.
You guys expect it to be as physical as it was, particularly toward the end?
Joe?
Yeah, I mean, I said it earlier, we knew they was a physical team. They led the conference. They was at the top of the conference in defensive rebounds, offensive rebounds, and points in the paint. So coming in, we knew it was going to be a physical game, and Coach Wilson, all the coaches, told us that coming in, so we was ready.
Okay, any more questions for the student athletes? Guys, you're excused. Congratulations. You can take your name tags with you, too.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, questions for Willis?
Coach, was there something that what do you attribute their success in the first half to? Do you feel it was just a case of them just hitting their shots, or was there something that they were able to exploit with your defense?
I think it was a combination of things. They played with reckless abandon, like they had nothing to lose. We did not do a very good job on our assignments, especially on the ball screen situations. We were just a step late, and we didn't. That has not been an area that's given us a problem all year long. But we kind of expected them to be able to, or to at least attempt to to really drive us at the middle third of the floor. And when our big guys had to step up and help, that left us vulnerable on the backside on offensive glass, dump-offs. And then they just hit some shots that, when you look at the percentages, they hit some shots tonight that they don't normally take. You know, one thing that I do feel compelled to say, when I look at our guys, I'm extremely proud of our guys. And we started off and we planned from a year ago all the way up through November, even into December, to play a particular way, particular style that's been really good for us. These guys have had to really adjust and change totally from an offensive standpoint, from a defensive standpoint, for a group of young guys to come out and battle the way they did night in, night out. Played really good basketball the second half of conference play. I couldn't be any prouder of them. Part of that point dovetails on your previous question. We just haven't had a lot of time in the gym to work on some things. New Orleans did have 10 days off coming into this game, and then we're playing for our lives just to get here. Once we get here, we've got our goal was to be rested and ready. I thought we were rested and ready, but I thought New Orleans just did a good job of adding some things that gave us a little bit of difficulty.
With such a young squad that you have so many new faces that you had to replace, you have a lot of them coming back next season. What do you feel will be the biggest challenge in order to get them to a point to where they're playing for a championship?
You know, great question. Yeah, I don't have an answer to that right now, other than we've got to put the time in the gym. You know, I said it before. When you're forced to change the way you play, that's just not one of those things that affects the moment. It affects the big picture as well, simply because for us to go back and play the way we had hoped to play this year, we don't really have a foundation for that with the personnel that we played this year. So we're going to have to make some decisions just in terms of how we want to go forward with a young group of guys, and then we're going to have to put them in situations in short order where they can get in the gym and work at things. I think that's one of the things that we've done a really good job of over the last few years, is that our guys really have an idea of what to expect and how to prepare for the upcoming season. And then when we lost Amin on the front end, Emmanuel Toney, that changed things dramatically. But again, it's a credit to our guys for being able to do it. I did see some things that I really like going forward. The fact that we were really good on the glass, that has not been a strength for us the last couple years, but we made that a strength this year. I think at times, and especially late in the year, we shot the ball much better. So we do have some things that we can build upon. We just have to really create a clear path for our guys to be able to do their work in the off season.
Okay, time for one more question. If you want it.
As far as recruiting is concerned, can you talk a little bit about who you have coming in next season?
Yeah, right now just a local kid from here in Houston. Jalen Clark. He's a multi-dimensional guy. He's a guy that just shows great dexterity and versatility that I really, really like his upside. He's a guy that has just continued to get better. He's a basketball junkie. He's a very good student. I think he's one of those guys that'll live in the gym, and hopefully he'll grow a little bit more. Right now he's about 6'5", 6'6". He's a younger version of the bodies that I saw with New Orleans. So he's a guy that I think adding him to the mix, I really like what he brings to the table.
Well, let's thank you.